Bitcoins and beer, bitcoins and beer. Here is Norm, he's a storm as he screams and raves and rants. He is here drinking beer, spilling bitcoins on his pants. Hello, it's me Norm again, here once again to rant about bitcoins. Although today's rant might not be about bitcoins, but oh well, we'll see. And drink beer. Most importantly, today's beer, I already opened it. I had some. It's Go-To IPA by Stone. Because it was on sale at Costco. What else can you do? So today, I'm going to talk about the stock market. You know, last week was a horrible ending. Horrible beginning this week. Oh, but it's doing better. This is what we call a dead cat bounce. So when the stock market does really bad, there's basically pulls everything down with it, all the good stocks as well as the bad stocks. And there's a fire sale on the good stocks. Good stocks rally. You can only rally so far. Because, yeah, it's a fire sale. You know? People buying up those good stocks. Had some announcements today. The Fed's not going to raise interest rates, but you know, how could they? If they did, that would definitely cause a crash. Even though the crash is coming in the next 2 weeks or so. Sorry. Just the way I see it, maybe. I don't know. The 11th, 14th may happen. And today the GDP was higher than ever. Oh, stock market rally. Do you guys know what GDP is? Gross domestic product, all right? That's what GDP stands for. That's the stuff that we produce. Sorry, I have to put this in quotes. We produced, but we have not sold. And when I say we, I mean American companies that produced. Not necessarily us. Because most American companies are not producing in America anymore. They're producing in, guess where? Someplace that just devalued their dollar? China. Let's say Apple, for instance. Apple has produced a lot of stuff, and it's on the shelf waiting for us to buy. What do we got to buy that with? Are we got to spend money we don't have? How can we afford that? We're not producing the product ourselves. We're just consuming it. Sorry for that little interruption there. Well, so we have all this stuff sitting on the shelf. So the stock market rallied because GDP was high. We have more stuff than ever sitting on the shelves. Are people actually going to buy this stuff? And I talked about Apple earlier, and I tell you the truth, I love their product. I really do. But they're okay. People rushed to buy their stock because their stock was like so low, but they're doing false dividends with their stock. You know, they have billions of dollars. They're an American-based company, true. But their billions of dollars is in some other country. They won't bring it back here because they're going to be taxed on that. So what they do, they borrow money because it's cheaper than, you know, bringing their billions back here to be taxed on it. And they borrowed money and they bought back stock to increase the dividends. These are false dividends. They're fabricated based on debt. I don't know how to explain this to you. It is kind of difficult to get your head around if you don't understand what I'm saying. I agree with you. It took me a while to really understand this whole economy. And I'm not really qualified even enough to explain it to you. But the market is not stupid. I would hope there's more qualified people than me. Because I've talked to economics people studying economics. They don't seem to know what they're freaking talking about. They're living, I don't know, they're smoking something called hopium or something. Just a minute. Sorry. I mean, I don't understand why these people that supposedly know economics, and even the reporters, I can understand why the reporters maybe not talking about some of the bad stuff. They don't want to cause panic. Of course not. But when stuff is obviously happening, and they put a good spin on it instead of calling people out that are doing bad stuff to the market shouldn't be stupid, but the market is stupid right now. You should run the market on as a Vulcan. Logic. And reason. Not emotion. Right now the market's being run by emotion. And there's these greedy people in the market trying to steal the emotional people's money. Although if they're not Vulcan, because, you know, money wouldn't mean anything to them if they were, but which it shouldn't mean anything to you either. Money should not mean anything to you. But value, know what you value, and having wealth, preserve your wealth somehow. I'm not talking Bitcoin, because I don't know where that's going either, if you heard my last FUD rant, but I don't know. Maybe I'll start buying pounds of copper or something like that. Satoshi saves, Satoshi earns.